Well, a very good afternoon, and here's the RKS side that will take the field. We'll quickly go through the team list for Ratokandavulevu School in the Big Deans Under-19 final against QVS. For RKS, it props Rupeni George and William Scott. Osia Ndelailoloa is the hooker. The second row, Tomasi and Andare Luveni. The flankers, Johnny Mbulewa and Josiah Tokarua. At number 8 is Nemani. The halfback, Henry Seniloni. At fly half is Sakyusa Malai. Watch out for that man in number 10. Inside centre, Jeremiah. Outside him is Semisi. The two wings, Chone Ulunisau and Mala Namalo. And at fullback is Timothy Mbalaindaveta with secondary schools playing with 10 reserves. The reserves will come in later, but the Ratokandavulevu School side still being introduced. Big game, big final. It has all come to this now, the climax of secondary schools for 2007. We'll quickly look at the results from the morning. In the under-14s, QVS defeated RKS 17-0. Under-15, Super Grammar beat RKS 7-0. Under-16, RKS and QVS played a draw 7-all, but QVS won the match, was given the title because they scored the first try. Under-17, RKS beat Natambua 21-15, and the under-18 final, QVS defeated Lalin by 13-10, and here's QVS now coming out onto the field. QVS at props Epeli Tangipetawa and Tambaiwalu. The hooker is Josefa. Simitin Gaunavo and George Bainivalu are the locks. At flankers on the blind is Isoa Rambuka. Open side flanker is Uraya. At number 8 is Wagambada Kotambalavu. Halfback Colinio Vunaki. At fly half Randaniva Ravulo. Inside centre Raquita Vakalalambure. Outside him Saimuni. The two wings on the left is Kini Murimurivalu. On the left is Kini Chochi Maiwalili. At fullback for QVS this afternoon in the Deans Under-19 final, Lasarusa Tambu. Lalin, the defending champions, not here, so the trophy will go to a new champion. Does it matter? It will go to Tailevu. That is for sure. Whether it rests in Londoni or Matavatuvau, I don't think it really matters. It will travel up the dusty road to Tailevu. Lalin, the defending champions, were beaten by QVS, rather by RKS last week. So RKS, they beat last year's runner-up Super Grammar in the quarterfinal. Then RKS beat defending champions Lalin last week. QVS, they are celebrating their centennial celebrations, 100 years, and they will love to win the Deans, which they would say will be the icing on the cake. Only RKS can spoil that, and referee for this game is Fiji's #1 referee, James Bolambiu. Helping me in commentary this afternoon is Saleh Sorovaki. Saleh, we certainly expect a titanic battle.
Well, that's right, Satish. You know, these two teams know each other's weaknesses and strengths. You know, they've played each other twice throughout the season. And, you know, all that results then does not matter here, because it's whoever wins walks away with $1,000 and the trophy, the Dean's Trophy. You know, RKS have been through the hard road to get here, getting rid of Grammar 1 in the quarterfinals, and then a close game against last year's champions Lalin last week. And now they face QVS. QVS having to go through Grammar 2, and last week against Nasinu. I know both teams, they will be tested here. You know, as you said before, QVS has got a lot to play for their centennial match. You know, wouldn't they love to have the Dean's Trophy? They have a big ball tonight. It'll be just the icing on the cake if they have the Dean's Trophy floating around the leisure center there.
So sponsors of the Fiji secondary schools for this year, led by the president of the Fiji secondary school, Suliasi Lutumbula, and he has got a troop following him of the chief executive of Fiji Television Limited, Mesaki Nawari, followed by VTFM's representative, Malakai Vaisamasama, and the sales manager of Coca-Cola, Lawrence Tikaram, and Paula Motu, the vice president of Fiji Secondary Schools Rugby. Sky Pacific is giving the winner of the Deans Final Sky Pacific dish installation and all the accessories, plus 1 year's free service of Sky Pacific. So whichever team wins it, they can watch the Rugby World Cup free of charge in their school. They'll only have to wake up early part of the mornings to watch that. I believe they will do that.
Right.
It's a huge event, and so that is something that will act as an inspiration for both teams. Also, Fiji Television Limited, through its Sky Pacific service, is giving the winner $1,000. That is the biggest prize money at under 19 level ever. Last year the winner was given $700.
That's right, Satish. You know, all these sponsorships going to the secondary schools. You know, it's good to see, to develop these young talents. Because after this game today, they seem to disappear onto to wherever they've come from, and maybe this money can help, sending a lot more teams at this age group, to the 19s and 21s, to ease them taking that step up to the bigger national teams.
There's the QVS side, and right in front there you can see Elamada Ravolo. He is the coach of this side, commonly known as Macho among all the QVS supporters and people. No Laleen here, so you wouldn't say anything. No Grema here, so I wouldn't say anything. But what are you thinking of this final? Who do you pick might just edge the other out?
Well, having watched last week's games, I thought QVS had a bigger forward pack and a more structured game, whereas RKS, they're a bit smaller in size, but they have a lot of heart. They contested Leleen's balls last week from every facet of play, from scrum to rucks and maul. And they ended up coming out winners last week, and all credit to them. If I had to put money on these two teams, I'll probably put $50 on both sides. I can never be sure, but I think RKS just has a lot more to play for.
So the formalities nearly complete. I tell you what, those players, you can see by the body language that they are not looking forward to these formalities. They want that ball kicked off and they want to play. This is a big game for them, and certainly they are eager to get started. But we're just waiting a national anthem, and then
Maybe seated.
So a big crowd gathered here at the Post-Fiji Stadium in Laucala to watch the Deans Under-19 final. Tie-level rivals RKS versus QVS.
That's right, Satish. They cannot wait, these two teams, to get onto the field. Everyone's shaking their feet, their legs. Last psych-up talk from various captains.
QVS taking their place on the road end of the National Stadium and RKS on the seaboard end of the National Stadium. James Molyneux, Fiji's #1 referee, will control this game, and he is helped by George Fonmoa and Takape Volavola. There's James Molyneux, man from Kandavu.
Well, it's only fitting for these two teams, well prepared to be controlled by the #1 referee in Fiji.
So QVS, sign of respect and a last word of prayer. They are ready for the battle.
Well, there's a lot of emotions into this game. These two teams have been represented since the first match this morning from the under-14.
There's a lot of support in the stands, on the terrace, a big crowd. A crowd that would stretch close to 10-11,000. It's RKS that kicks off the Deans Under-19 final for 2007.
Earlier knock-on from QVS. RKS straight into it.
Anare Luveni was the one who picked it up. It's there for Henry Seniloli. Now taking it forward is Josiah Tokarua. QVS working hard, but RKS gets it. Seniloli turning Osia Delailoa, and referee takes them way back for the knock-on from QVS. RKS will feed the strap.
Yes, well played, James Molyneux, the referee. That was the earlier knock-on from the kickoff. I think it was a prop for QVS. You know, he waited for advantage to play, but RKS did not get past the mark and came back for that earlier knock-on.
Good, great battle up in amongst the front eight there. It's taken by QVS. They steal that QVS drive. Ravulo with a thumping kick. And up and under from RKS. It's on the QVS side. QVS take it. Chone Olunisao. Kini Murimuri Valu. Now unloaded by Colinio Vunaki. QVS along the ground. At the back is the fullback for RKS, Timothy Mbalaindaveta. Oh, RKS in trouble on their own 22. They pushed outside. QVS has the ball. They will throw it into the line-out. Good play from QVS.
That's right, good pressure QVS. They got their numbers and put pressure on fullback for RKS, Timothy Mbalaindaveta. Well, early attacking opportunity here for QVS.
Josefa to throw it into the line for QVS, right on the 22. Throw it comes and taken by George Bainivalu. Good work by QVS. They go to the ground. They will have to use it. And Seniloli gets it out. Kinney goes right through. Now very close to that far terrace side. QVS hold it. Now set up well. Big man working. Uraya for QVS. Out it comes from Seniloli, Ravolo, and QVS go without it. Advantage to RKS. Referee brings them back, knocked on.
Well, RKS did very well in defense there. QVS, the pass is not going to hand. No, they have to be more structured than that. Be more accurate, get the passes into hand. There we saw their left winger. I think it was Kini Murimurivalu who scored 2 good tries against Nasinu last week. He's a very strong runner for QVS.
So knocked on by Saimudi, the centre for QVS, as RKS have the scrum. In from Henry Seniloli, he's got it at the back. Oh, slowed it down a little bit. And driven away by Sakyusa Malai. At the back is Lasarusa Tambu. QVS, oh, off the hands.
No,
that's
was in front.
A penalty to QVS.
That's right. I think it was their centre who was standing in front, Semisi Walunakoro. Well, that was accidental, but maybe he should have just let that ball go. You know, number 12 for RKS, he played very well last week, is Jeremiah Natiseva. It's a very solid unit.
So we have QVS with the first kick, and they call up Colinio Vunaki. So the halfback will try and put this over. And once again, even for under-19 rugby, this is a huge kick.
Well, it is a huge kick. Early points for QVS. Should he get this in?
4.5 minutes gone.
Oh, good attempt.
Falls short. RKS pulls it down, and they will start with a dropout 22. Five minutes into the first half. Deans under-19 final. Big local secondary schools rugby spectacle. Wangambada Kotombalavu.
Oh, quick ball.
Simiti Ngaunavau. Taken through by Uraya for QVS. Good drive by QVS to the deck. And they get it out, Seniloli, Ravulo, and straight through goes Raquita Vakalalambure. Out across Simiti Ngaunavau. QVS doing well. Out it comes, and then charging up is Isoa Rambuka. The referee says offside. RKS. QVS has got another chance, and let's see if QVS will call up Colinio Vunaki once again.
Yes, I think this is a bit closer than the last one. You know, big hits coming in from RKS, who clearly probably going into this game as underdogs. You know, I think they just seem to laze around just like last week, and then suddenly they erupted. And second chance here for Vunaki. That's the QVS number 8. Wangambada Kotombalavu, a very good ball carrier.
He's the captain of the QVS side, and he is a former Fiji secondary school boy. So he has played some good matches against international competition.
Well, I think there's about 6 or 8 national reps in this QVS team.
The kick is not over, so RKS have
turned over by QVS. No, it's still there for RKS. Seniloli
tries to get away, gets nabbed, and QVS waiting for it. It's on the RKS side, and in the back under pressure. RKS managed to get away through Jeremiah, across wide, kick through. QVS having some trouble.
RKS coming up in numbers.
Now QVS coming away with it. QVS work it well. It's Vunaki that kicked it through. Now Henry Seniloli, and he wouldn't be happy with that. But QVS has the throw into the line out, just inside the RKS 22.
Number 12 for RKS, Natiseva, caught that ball while it was charged down by QVS and managed to slip that kick away to his winger. Well, RKS under pressure in this early stages of this game. QVS doing all the attacking.
Josefa, in it comes, and RKS stole that through Tomasi. Henry Seniloli, and he's landed that into touch well. So, line-out problem for QVS.
Yes, that was a good kick from Henry Seniloli, probably the smallest man on the field. Halfback for RKS.
You can see, you can hear the instructions from Bolombiu as Josefa throws it in. This time, QVS managed to get it out from Vonaki. Kini Murimurivalu. Now that's Uraya who takes it up well for QVS. Drop goal attempt. And that will see RKS come out with a dropout 22.
Yes, I think QVS is just trying to put some points on the board to settle them into this game. You know, they've had 2 attempts at the penalty and 1 drop kick. You know, I'll be raring to see the chance when RKS attacks QVS in their own 22.
Lasarusa Tambo with the dropout 22. RKS, as I said earlier, beat Subagrema, last year's runner-up in the quarterfinal. Then RKS dethroned champions Lalit Memorial. But here's QVS, who are not worried about all that record. Those games don't matter at all. Mala Namalo, Kinichochi Maivalili made the big run, number 14 for QVS. Referee says, no QVS, you knocked it on. 10 minutes on the clock, and it's RKS that gets the scrum feed.
Yes, that's why I'll probably give RKS the edge in this game. They contested every ball, as we saw there on that ruck. No, QVS had the ball, but RKS boys just came in and just moved the QVS players back.
Henry Seniloli to feed it into the scrum, and there it goes, hooked very quickly at the back. It's held by Nemani. Pressure in the scrum. Referee says, oh, it went right around. So RKS lose position. QVS will now feed the scrum. Colinio Vunaki. At the 22. Still with RKS. So RKS will feed the scrum. Now Henry Seniloli to feed the scrum for RKS. Hooked and held at the back by Nemani, out from Seniloli. And that's Sakyusa Malai. His boot will do the talking today. He's line kicking, and whenever he gets the chance to kick at goal, will just might prove the difference for RKS.
Yes, you know, RKS just settling into this game with that man Malai at fly half. He proved to be the difference last week.
RKS take it up. That's Josiah Tokarua. Big bomb from Malai.
Well, tackled him very well, turned him.
Kicked through by QVS, Iswa Rambuka, and the referee brings them back for a line-out throw.
Yes, that QVS halfback just running into touch. Vunaki.
Now the crowd has been very responsive and have been turning up in numbers from the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and now the finals, and they are enjoying themselves. A lot of pride and passion in secondary schools rugby. Sakyusa Malai with the big bomb up and under.
Well taken.
That was fielded well by Lasarusa Tambu.
A strong run.
QVS take it up to the halfway mark, out from Colinio Vunaki. And now it's QVS, Kinichochi Maivalili. Maivalili turning in field. Good tackle on him by Chone Olunisao. Vunaki offloading the big men, going up for QVS. Vunaki gets it out quickly from Ravulo and spun wide. Vakalalambure hit hard. It's there for QVS. Out from Simoni. Turning now Rakuita Vakalalambure. And QVS knocks it forward.
Well, QVS just losing structure there, but managed to get the ball out wide. Good turn from number 12, Vakalalambure. Managed to slip through that tackle from RKS. Unlucky to knock that ball on. I think it was one of the forwards.
So Henry Seniloli to feed the scrum for RKS. No points so far in this Deans under-19 final. Sakyusa Malai, and he's landed that into touch well. Right at the halfway mark. Number 10 for RKS, Sakyusa Malai. His father played for Nandronga.
Yes,
way back, Kini Malai. It's untidy. RKS gets it. It's knocked on through from QVS, so RKS hold it in their possession. Henry Seniloli delivers. Malai. And that's touch on 4.
Yes, that's very good thinking from number 14. Kinichochi Mavalili put his foot into touch, and that's counted as a out on the full.
Josefa to throw it in. Taken well by QVS. Vunaki. Uraya.
The gap.
Good run by QVS. They take it up. Very close to the 22. Out from Vunaki. And quickly from Maivalili, and QVS finding the gaps. Held on the ground. Colinio Vunaki digs in. Finds Ravulo. Links up with his forwards. Now Vunaki again. Ravulo gets it out. Rambuka getting it out into the big man Epeli Tangivetawa. Out quickly. Where's the support?
Not in front.
And that's shepherding. QVS gets penalized for that.
Yeah. That was unlucky for QVS. Just that ball carrier accidentally getting in front of his ball carrier. A big run from that man, Rambuka. As you see, number 8, the captain, standing in front here.
So Wangabala Kotumbalavu penalized for that. Is QVS now putting the pressure on RKS. RKS at the back, Nemani, the number 8, held well. Still RKS. Now Sakyusa Malai driving QVS back and into touch. Kinichochi Maivalili tries to play it quickly. The referee takes it way back. QVS offside. RKS gets the penalty.
Well, the last time RKS was in QVS half, I can't remember because I don't think they've ever been into the QVS half. No, but they've soaked in all the pressure applied by QVS. As I said before, it'll be interesting to see when QVS gets into the QVS 22. RKS.
So we wait now for RKS to throw it into the line, just inside the 10-meter mark, inside their own half, and Osia Delailoa rather, to throw it in.
He's a very good ball runner too, Delailoa.
But the throw not good that time as Colinio Vunaki finds Ravulo. Ravulo sets it up for QVS. QVS has got it just inside their own half. Epeli Tangivetawa, good half-back skills. Maivalili Rakwita
tackle on him.
Bakalalambure losing it in the tackle, but Muri Valu picks it up for QVS.
Well, there was 2 tackles from number 12 for RKS, Jeremiah Matiseva. I think you have to keep an eye on this boy.
RKS gets the scrum.
He's got very good skills for second fight. He's a big man. That's the QVS left winger, Kini Muri Valu.
Now we wait for Henry Seniloli. Held at the back, and RKS gets it. A backline move, and through it comes into Namalo, and then the kick. Kinichochi Maivalili under pressure, QVS. RKS is right there. Colinio Vonaki doing well. RKS holding it. Now RKS set it up for Henry Seniloli. Seniloli. That was quickly done from Malai into William Scott. RKS still in possession.
Well, one of the RKS boys who got called up, I think he just got rid of one of the QVS players off the ball. Unlucky, RKS was on the roll there. They'll have to be disciplined.
Josiah Tokarua is the captain of RKS, and you could see by his body language that he accepted everything that was said against Rupeni George, the loose head prop of RKS. Swinging arm, taking out the QVS man.
It could be after this coming in.
There he is. So he gets penalized for that.
Looked okay to me.
QVS, Colinio Vonaki, Ravulo, still Ravulo. Now he gets it out. QVS go with the boot, and fielding it is Namalo.
Well, no pressure on him whatsoever, Namalo. And here comes George Von Moore.
He's calling out number 13, which is Simoni. And the crowd have been here from the morning, watching all the action. They haven't moved an inch.
Just like us.
QVS, just a long day, even for us. Started work about 8:30 and still going. Well, and a lot of talking from the morning. So here in the under-19 final, QVS now with a chance to put the first points on the board. It's a huge kick for Colinio Vonaki. That's a kick that would stretch to about 43, 44 meters. Now, will he need the transmission of that ball through Sky Pacific? Only time will tell if he does connect to it. Colinio Vonaki. Concentration. And he lifts it. It's falling short. RKS. And Richard Nath, the cameraman, having to duck there.
Did very well too.
And learns his tricks at the hockey turf.
Well, hockey balls are smaller than the rugby balls, so if he can duck a hockey ball, he surely can duck a rugby ball. It's number 2 for QVS to throw in Josefa Nganronro. I think they just complicate things a little bit too much, not keeping things simple. But
Line
it's
out
there for
lost.
RKS.
RKS have it now, just outside the 22. And Sakyusa Malai pushes it outside.
Well, Satish, we've just gone over the halfway mark of this first half. You know, RKS seem to be doing all the defending. And whenever they get into the QVS 22, they seem to do something wrong and get penalized for it. I think they look the more dangerous team.
It didn't go 5 meters, so
That's right.
RKS gets the penalty. A free kick. Bolombu penalizing QVS in that line out. And now RKS taken forward. Set up well for Henry Seniloli. Seniloli swinging that out into Osia Delailoa. QVS have stolen it. QVS get it out very quickly from Ravolo and into the centre, Simoni, who set that up well. Out it comes to Rakuita Vakalalambore, swinging pass into Kenichochi Maivalili, very close to the trim lines, and QVS dumped outside.
Yes, Maivalili's got a very good fan on him. Didn't work that time. Good covering defense from Cheremaya of RKS.
So QVS nil, RKS nil, over 24 minutes of play gone. Stolen by QVS. So both teams having trouble in the line-out. Ravulo.
QVS under pressure here.
And not rolling away. QVS gets penalized. Not releasing in the tackle is the call. And RKS gets the penalty.
Yes, he did very well. I think that was one of the flankers who got there first, got onto his feet and tried to claim that ball.
Sakyusa Malai now takes play up to very close to the 22 in the QVS territory.
You know, should RKS win this game, you know, they've gone through the hard road. This team, QVS, qualified number 1 from Tailevu South Zone, and QVS qualified number 3. RKS, sorry.
RKS take it. Good work by RKS, taken by Chonem Bulewa. Now it's there for Henry Seniloli, just outside the 22. Taken up well. Nemani for RKS. Seniloli has got his hands on the ball. Now kicked out, referee says it's all right. RKS get it. Delailoa up to the 22-meter mark. QVS territory. RKS looking good for a moment. Nemani takes it up, the number 8. Therefore, Seniloli, he's made a bungle of that, and QVS has turned it over. Colinio Vunaki, Kinichochi Maivalili, kicking it through and taken by Chone Olenisau. Olenisau trying to put QVS under pressure and knocked on by QVS. Advantage to RKS. Now let's see what RKS can do. Jeremiah caught in possession. 12, 13 meters inside the QVS territory. Over the top it goes.
QVS still with RKS still with the ball.
The umbrellas go up on the far terrace. Tells you that the heavy showers are back. It's been like that in Suva right throughout this morning and afternoon. Showers on and off.
Even the people in the stands are getting wet.
27 minutes gone. Still, both teams locked. RKS nil, QVS nil.
QVS playing a very expensive game, very conservative, whereas RKS would probably want to run.
So RKS had to share the Dean's trophy with Suvagrema 2 years ago. QVS won it the year before that Last year, Laleen won it. So let's see which Tailevu school will take it this time. RKS in the heavy traffic. Seniloli gets it out into Delailoa, loses it in the tackle, and QVS will feed the scrum.
Yes, just having problems in holding on to that ball. Delailoa, as we saw last week, is a very good runner with the ball. You know, with all this rain and mud, it's very hard to hold on to that ball when coming into contact.
$1,000 for the winner, cash prize, plus Sky Pacific service in the whole works for 1 year. Ravulo with the angled kick, dropped by Chone Olonisau and then dumped into touch.
Good chasing by Maivalili. Olonisau just knocking that ball back.
QVS, Josefa to throw it in. And it's RKS that have taken it. Seniloli finds Sakyusa Malai. QVS, Kinichochi Maivalili, Lasarusa Tambu, Apenanda, long one though.
Very safe,
well fielded
straight
by Seniloli. Back to Timothy Mbalain Daveta. Now it falls for Ravulo. Over the halfway mark goes QVS. Saw the space bouncing. Muri Valu, QVS on the tick. And stepped outside. So what a kick from Randaniva Ravulo. And then it fell well for Kini Muri Valu. Only for QVS to step out, RKS to throw it into the line.
Well,
half an hour up on the clock, and it's RKS nil, QVS nil.
Well, good scrambling defense from RKS. There's a good aim kick by Ravulo. Murivalu is good to chase that ball.
Seniloli drives it out. It's still in field. It's Murivalu goes with the chip just outside the try line, and he had to just run out with it. QVS on attack. QVS looking good. QVS to throw it into the line. Lineouts have been in shambles right throughout this first 31 minutes. Josefa. Throw it into the line. Through it comes, and in the back of the line, QVS takes it, trying to drive through. To the ground it goes. Colinio takes it.
That's a try.
He's got it. He managed to creep out like a caterpillar there and plant it. Colinio Bonaki gets the first try of this Deans Under-19 final after 31 minutes. QVS lead by 5-0.
QVS, after relentless pressure, managed to drop down through that man, the halfback, Colinio Vunaki. Now that try came after 31 minutes of the first half. That showed the pressure on this game. There you go.
There was good pressure by the QVS forwards. RKS just holding, and just watch Vunaki. He hit a wee peak above, and then he went straight through. He was stopped, but he managed to fold his arm forward and plant it for the first try. He will also try and convert his own try. One name that you should circle and keep an eye on. You will see him a lot in the future if he stays with this sport. He's converted his own try. QVS now lead by 7 points to 0.
Another good kick.
Vunaki try, Vunaki conversion. QVS 7-0.
Yeah. 32 minutes gone. Now RKS still with nothing to show on the board. Have a look at that lineup that led to that try. Forwards just got behind their number 7. And there you go.
So 2 minutes remaining in the first half is QVS now try and work their way out. Just outside there, 22, Vunaki finds Ravulo. And Ravulo's kick, no, it doesn't find touch. It was fielded by Chone Ulanisao. Infield, Seniloli, Lasarusa Tambu. Big bomb. Now it's at the back for the QVS fullback. And Lasarusa Tambu drives it out. The RKS fullback is Timothy Mbalendaveta.
Yes, you know, that's a big no-no when you're a fullback, is to let that ball bounce. Lucky it bounced. The bounce was kind to that number 15 for QVS, Tambu, former Vunisea secondary school student.
Dalailo and then Seniloli, Sakyusa Malai now trying to push QVS back deep. QVS coming out with it, Lasarusa Tambu. Tambu makes a good run, puts it to the boot, now chasing for it. RKS get it, Namalo. Close to the halfway mark, Vunaki.
And a lot of kicking. They really should probably run up with the ball.
Mbalendaveta. Now QVS trying to straighten things up. Good run by QVS. It's there for QVS, Ravulo. Ravulo getting rid of that, but QVS caught in possession. Paulinho Vunaki is there. Vunaki pushing it forward. RKS drop it. QVS no advantage. The referee says a penalty to QVS.
You can see the concentration on these young faces. You know, giving it their all for their school and pride.
So 35 minutes on the clock. And we are now into added time here in the Deans Under-19 final. And the halftime hooter has gone. This will be the last kick of the first half. Deans Final 2007.
Well, I think QVS would just prefer to be 10-0 up. You know, having RKS to score twice.
Paulinho Vunaki. His try, his conversion has got QVS leading 7 points to 0. QVS waiting now. Paulinho Vunaki, straight kick. It doesn't have the height, and that is it. This should be half-time. We wait for Bolombu. RKS puts it down. Bolombu says, that's enough. We'll take a breather here at the Post-Fiji Stadium in the big Deans Under-19 final. It's Paulinho Vunaki's try and Vunaki's conversion that is separating the two teams at half-time. QVS leads RKS 7 points to 0.
Indian colleagues. Oh, no, same April League. It's a bit more civilized there.
The lucky person is this. We couldn't really work out the name of the person, but he or she has the mobile number here. So this is the mobile number, 940-1298. I think we can work out the second name here. I think the second name is Seni Lemba. Seni Lemba. Again, the mobile number is 940-1298. In fact, we will call this number. Thank you very much. Congratulations, 941-298.
Change jerseys again.
Oh, shit. Same numbers, huh? Really want back here for the second half as we wait now for James Wallenbew to give us the all clear with the first whistle of the second half, and QVS leading by 7 points to nil. QVS leading by 7-0. So according to the graphics, it's something different, but it hasn't changed at all. QVS leads by 7-0. No QVS kick off the second half, and 35 more minutes for Deans Under-19 final. RKS driving it.
Good kick from Malay.
Sally, what would have been the message at half-time in both camps, knowing that it's a tight battle, it's still anyone's game, but QVS with the advantage, 7-0?
Well, I think they'd probably be the same, you know, just minimize some mistakes and try and score first. And just try and get some more points on the board. For RKS, they need to settle their team down and get some points on the board.
It's there for QVS. QVS now keeping it in the heavy traffic. They've changed their jerseys, so a new set of jerseys for QVS. Out from Colinio Vonaki, Ravulo, and holding it. And a big hit there. Well, that would have certainly made the QVS men see stars. The fullback Lazarus Tambo, but it's QVS in that far side. That's Kinichochi Maivalili. And he held it in the tackle. A penalty to RKS. And way back, not in the picture, the QVS man down, but he's all right. And he's back on his 2 feet.
That is a big hit. That was a big hit from number 12, Jeremiah Natiseva.
Well timed.
Yes, he read that very well. You know, 2 decoy runners went before the guy that actually held the ball. He timed him very well. You'll probably see this big hit again. Let's go, 1, 2.
RKS win the line out and into Malai, who looks towards that far terrace touch. QVS will throw it into the line, 5 meters inside the RKS territory.
Yes, it's
right in front of the sponsors' signs, Sky Pacific and Fiji One.
Well, as I was trying to say earlier on, Satish, you know, it's amazing what a big hit like that can do to your team. You can get your team's tail right up.
Not straight in the line-out. A lot of problems in the line-out. Set pieces have been a worry as far as both teams are concerned, Saleh.
Yes, you know, it comes to the conditions, you know, the ball being very slippery and the hookers having to hold on to that slippery ball. Maybe they should vary their lineouts a bit and shorten them.
Now in the back, it's Nemani that comes away with it, the number 8 for RKS.
Let it go, Blue.
It's Seniloli, nudges it forward. Oh, that tricky bouncing ball taken by Rakuita Vakalalambure. Now QVS drive off and they've lost it. QVS lost it forward. RKS get the scrum.
The ball was at Henry Seniloli's feet for a good 2 seconds. Well, that showed that he was keeping an eye on the players.
Clash of the forwards. Henry Seniloli, and it's there at the back is Seniloli. Oh, he lost it. Oh, he's got it was Uraya for QVS who came out, the number 7, and applied the pressure on Henry Seniloli.
Yes, I think they just need to protect Seniloli a bit better, the RKS forwards.
Colinio Vonaki held at the back for Vonaki. Ravulo, left footer, Apenanda, taken by Mbalain Daveta. Now getting it out very quickly, William Scott. RKS trying to get it out into Delailoa. QVS defending desperately. It's there for RKS. Seniloli finds Malai. Huge gap. And that bounces into touch well. Wonderful kick, wonderful vision from the RKS fly half, Sakyusa Malai.
Yes. You know, he's turning this QVS wingers around. He's placing that ball very, very well behind the wingers, who having to turn around and chase. You know, he's slowly coming into play, Sakyusa Malai. Replacement for QVS, number 16, is Tungata Tukana, replacing the hooker, Sesefa Randondro.
So RKS now drive off that set piece move. Seniloli getting it out. Good work by Josiah Tokarua, the captain, leading by example. It's there for Seniloli. William Scott. Too many players in blue in front of the RKS player. Now they come on the short again. Rupeni George. It's there for Henry Seniloli. Tokarua, the captain. RKS take it up. QVS guarding their line. Out from Seniloli. Malai. Oh, he got gang tackled there. Still on the RKS side. Referee says a penalty. QVS offside. Now let's see what RKS will decide.
Well, 6 minutes into the second half. The scrum is under pressure. They better not opt for the scrum.
Now they want to rumble. The forwards want to have a charge. They are on the top of it. Delay Loa leading them. They drive. Bolombu is underneath that. He says held up. Great defense by QVS. 7 minutes in the second half. QVS still lead by 7-0. But that's the kind of play you want to see, not a kick and goal.
That's right.
While it would have worked for RKS if they would have kicked and taken 3 points. It's so early in the second half, but you want to see the confidence in the young men in RKS showed there.
Yes, there's a lot of time for rugby. And it was good initiative from RKS.
Another one, but they lost the ball forward, and QVS touch it down for a... well, there's a couple of men off the ball having a go at each other, and that was Wangambada Kotombalavu, the captain of QVS, caught on the wrong side by RKS players.
Yep, you know, we said discipline.
You
will be
can't
the
get away
key.
from this man, Bolombu, who is a strict referee.
Has seen everything. They saw the number 18, the number 8 losing that ball.
So we have the scrum. A defensive scrum for QVS. Colinio Bunaki to feed that in and held at the back, taken out by Wangamada Kotombalavu. QVS under pressure, right on their own line. QVS has got it. Clearing and Chone Olenisau for RKS.
Well, he probably should have regathered that ball and threw it in quickly. Olonisau. Good kick from that number 11, Maivalili.
Kidi Murivalu.
Murivalu,
Number
sorry.
11. So now we have Osia Delailoa throws it in straight into the RKS hands at the back. RKS trying to go through Chonim Bulema. Good drive by RKS. There's the 22-meter mark. Henry Seniloli gives it to the big man Rupeni George. Henry Seniloli getting it out. Malai finding Chone Olenisau. Good defense by QVS. The referee says RKS, you dropped it forward and a scrum to QVS.
Yeah, good run. QVS, just RKS trying to structure some things together.
So close to 10 minutes in the second half. And it's QVS that leads by 7 points to nil.
Get crouch. Start. Forward. Engage.
Front rows, big battle in from Colinio Vonaki. His try and his conversion has got QVS leading. Kini Murimurivalu with the kick, and it was a difficult angle, but it takes play just outside the QVS 22.
There's not a lot of room to work with there. Murimurivalu did very well to clear that ball into touch.
He's one of those 5 or 6 in the QVS side with international experience with the Fiji schoolboys. Delailoa. Now dropped on the QVS side, so referee playing advantage for a while, then says no, not straight, and knocked through by RKS. A scrum to QVS.
Well, I thought it was tapped back by a QVS jumper. Henry Seniloli, number 9 for RKS. The smallest man, probably with the biggest heart, his opposite.
Colinio
That's Colinio Vonaki.
Forward. Engage.
Now he will feed the scrum. At the back, coming out Wangambada, finding Ravulo. Big kick downfield into Mbalain Daveta. He sends it back to where it came from. Lasarusa Tambu might just win the kicking battle inside the RKS 22. Oh, misunderstanding.
Came off his knee.
Taken by Colinio Vonaki. Kini Murimurivalu sets it up for QVS, still inside the field of play. Colinio Vonaki unloading. Big man Epeli Tangi Vetawa comes off very quickly. And referee says, now QVS, you knocked it on. We'll take the scrum and tidy things up. RKS to feed it in. Henry Seniloli.
There's good pressure from RKS. You know, I think earlier on, Takape Volovola, the touch judge on this side, was trying to signal to James Bolombiu. QVS knocked it on earlier on.
Start. Forward. Engage. Steady.
In from Henry Seniloli. Seniloli gets it at the back. Sakyusa Malai will not find touch. Kini Murimurivalu. He goes with the boot too. Mbalain Daveta, and he knocked it on. So Kini Murimurivalu, while the kick didn't look too pretty, it is knocked on by Timothy Mbalain Daveta, and now QVS in a very good position just outside the RKS 22 with the scrum feed.
Well, we know how big and strong this QVS forward pack is. I think they just need to secure that ball and probably go around the short side and do a pick and drive. They have the big forward pack.
And it's there. Bit difficult, but then it's picked up by Wangambada Kotombalavu. And QVS now look at swinging that across. Good work by QVS. Simoni takes it up for QVS. Referee playing advantage for QVS. So they might just have a chance at a penalty. There it is. And QVS, let's see what will the call be for QVS.
He's not holding on to the ball carrier. Throwing the ball carrier onto the ground. Well, what do you have to do to stop the ball carrier? This is it.
Now that's illegal from the RKS Centra Semisi, Colinio Vonaki. Now you can see it is a handy position and within his reach, I would say. So Colinio Vonaki looks to put the first points on the board in the second half. Oh, he's hooked it up. So 14 and a half minutes gone. And Vunaki not happy with himself. QVS leads 7-0.
Well, Vunaki, that shows the pressure that's into this game. You know, any normal day he would have got that kick. But not today. Number 21 for RKS is coming on. Andre Modelutu
Shot behind the ball. Wait.
replacing, I think that's the fullback. We just have to wait and see.
Timothy Mbalain-Daveta is off. And big charge by QVS. Straight into the Londoni wall it goes. And set up well for QVS. Colinio Vunaki. Vunaki gets it out. Now Ravulo. Wangamada Kotombalavu. He has toiled hard. And is toiling hard still. Out from Vunaki. Ravulo. Grubber along the ground. And Mbalain-Daveta is still in the field of play.
That was the RKS center who came off. Semisi Walunakoro being replaced by Andre Modelutu, wearing number 21
There he is. New man.
with a clean jerseys and shorts.
For how long? QVS to throw it into the line on that far terrace side. Just outside the 10 in their own half. 7 points to nil. Colinio Vunaki's try in conversion in the first half. The difference between the two teams in the Deans Under-19 final is QVS tries to get away. Ravulo, Raquita Vakalalambure. Set up there for QVS.
No hands.
Caught in possession. QVS get it out. They come from Vunaki and then trying to straighten it up. Good work by the QVS forwards. Now Vunaki offloading. That's Raquita Vakalalambure. Good kick. Mbalain-Daveta having to just chase that, and QVS now goes inside the RKS 22 from that wonderful kick from inside center Raquita Vakalalambure.
Yes, QVS doing things simple. Just getting the ball, pushing it into RKS territory, and hoping RKS players make a mistake. That's probably all you can do in this weather. With a very soggy ground.
RKS to throw it in. Osia Delailoa to throw it into the line for RKS. 17.5 minutes gone. RKS connect well in that line out. Now try and drive off Anare Luveni. Still RKS in possession. Rupeni George and William Scott involved in the thick of it. Anare Luveni has got it in his hands now. Number 5 drives through. Seniloli gets it out into Mbalain-Daveta, thumping it downfield. Vunaki gets it into Lasarusa Tambu. Coming out very quickly.
Here comes QVS.
Now Muri Valu, good hands, good skills. Still Muri Valu, Raquita Vakalalambure, and QVS knock it on. RKS with the advantage. Taken forward and lost. The referee says no advantage. Let's come back and tidy it up. Well, silky skills from Kini Murivalu, the QVS wing. Couple of changes made. Now you can see here, there's the pass, out it comes, Vakalalambure, and then watch Murivalu, there he is, it just stuck to his hands, and he did well to even get the pass off.
Well, good skills shown by these players in these conditions. Murivalu catching that ball by his fingertips.
So QVS make the change, number 21 and 23 are into the field. For QVS, 21 is Mesulame and 23 is Eferemi.
21 is Alfereti Naunga and 23 is Eferemi Dubanga.
Engage. Steady, steady, steady. Wait.
Goes back as Balai Daveta fires it out to Kini Murimurivalu. Referee says
Something is indicating going up.
yes, up in the forwards, and so he's penalised. QVS RKS gets the penalty. 20 minutes gone, 15 minutes remaining, 7 points to nil. RKS.
Now they really shouldn't be wasting time.
Now that's a good drive outside, and RKS get the throw into the line.
Well, 15 minutes to go. What else have RKS got left? 22 for RKS. Aliveretti Dangi Mailau. Replacing Malakai Namalo.
So RKS with the throw into the line, Osia Ndelailoa. Few changes been made. RKS get it, referee playing advantage. He was taken off in the air, and QVS get penalised for it. RKS with the penalty. Timothy Mbale Ndaveta will now look towards the grandstand touch, and he lands it into touch well. There's another new man for RKS going in, number 16 for RKS.
Willie Rua Roy. Well, number 2 has come off Osia Ndelailoa.
Well, he had a good game, Osia Ndelailoa, and won well by Anare Luveni for RKS, very close to the sideline, picked up well by RKS. They keep it in the heavy traffic. Henry Seniloli unloading. RKS take it up. Still inside their own 10. There's the halfway mark. Seniloli. Trouble for Jeremiah. QVS now pushed back. RKS hold it. Now RKS will need to clear it off. Henry Seniloli. Josiah Tokarua, the captain for RKS. Out it comes for Seniloli. Quickly into Jeremiah. Set up at the 10-meter mark. RKS territory. Sakusa Malai finds the big man in field. Big hit by QVS. That was Eferemi with the hit. Fresh man, fresh legs. Set up for RKS. Henry Seniloli. Big charge from William Scott. Seniloli delivers.
There's the other prop.
And RKS gets penalized, stomping. QVS with the penalty. Epeli Tangivetoa wants to play it quickly.
Well, I thought that penalty should have gone to RKS. QVS hand was trying to poach that ball. They came in to stomp on the hand to release the ball. There you'll see the QVS hand trying to hold on to that ball. He cleared the ball instantly, which was the purpose of that stomp. Maybe it looked a bit harsh, but no harm done.
So QVS with the throw into the line. QVS leading by 7 points to nil. Colinio Vunaki scored the try in the 31st minute and kicked the conversion. Half-time, 7-0. No change to the half-time score, with play now gone 24 and a half minutes.
That's not straight, but QVS have it anyway.
RKS with the advantage, and RKS kick it out. They will take the scrum, not straight.
Well, I really don't see why they should be kicking that ball and just getting on with the game.
So
Just wasting time.
QVS makes another change. And 24 is into the field of play in place of Simoni, the centre. Vilitati Mbari. At the back, it's Nemani that gets away for RKS. 5 meters inside his own half. Out from Henry Seniloli. Looping pass in field, but it's RKS that has lost it forward, and QVS no advantage taken. Referee will bring them back for the scrum.
Well, 10 minutes to go.
Well, the only points and the only difference in between the two teams is this piece of move that saw Colinio Vonaki score the try in the 31st minute of play. Well set up. He goes forward, and in half-hearted tackles, he managed to creep out to plant it. He converted his own try, the QVS halfback, and there he is again in action. Wide, Kenichochi Maivalili tried to tiptoe infield, not quite so, lost his balance, and RKS will throw it into the line. QVS leading 7-0, play now gone, 26 and a half minutes in the second half.
That's Kenichochi Maivalili. A very, very good runner with the ball. Well, he's had a few good runs today.
So again it comes from RKS and held well by the Tokarua, the captain, as RKS try and drive off him. Good work by the RKS forwards.
Still going. Good driving maul.
There's the
30
halfway
meters.
mark. And a penalty to RKS.
He really shouldn't be throwing that ball far, so he can quickly tap it.
QVS making another change, and a player to go in is Sakyusa Malai puts it out. Number 19 for QVS.
Isikeli Nasilasila.
There he is, running in, number 19, Isikeli.
There he is, number 19.
He takes his play in the forward pack. And
Knocked on by RKS.
Chambaiwalu is off the field of play for QVS. Tight head prop. So Ravolo kick charge down, partially though, and QVS will throw it into the line, midway inside their own half on that far terrace side. 28 and a half minutes, close to that, gone. So we don't have much time left. QVS is knocked through by RKS. Referee says not straight also, and he gives the scrum to RKS.
Well, I think what we need is probably RKS to score a try to light up this Lava Latif.
Yes, it's dull and slow a little bit for the last 15-20 minutes. Now at the back, Nemani. He sets it up for RKS. Henry Seniloli. Going to the ground, Modelutu. Out it comes. Big man, Rupeni George. It's there for Henry Seniloli. Nemani gets thumped back.
Well, just isolating themselves. QVS.
Turnover ball for QVS. The referee says no, a hand used in the ruck. A penalty to QVS. minutes play now, midway try line in 22.
Well, RKS still feel that they can put some points on the board.
5 minutes left in this final. 7 points the difference. RKS is on attack. QVS leading 7-0. Through it goes. RKS gets the tip. Nemani takes it at the back. QVS defending. Here's a chance for RKS. Maybe their best chance. Tokarua, the captain, takes it up. It's there for RKS. Henry Seniloli. Malai. Cheramaya bumping off tackles. RKS looking good. RKS only about 15 meters outside the try line. Out from Seniloli. Taken through by William Scott. Out again from Seniloli. And
There we go.
it's
QVS.
knocked through. Referee brings them back offside. QVS. A penalty to RKS.
Well, lucky. RKS still going. They'll need to score a try. They'll need to score a try. RKS. They should do that forward rush they did before. Only this time got the ball to the back.
So RKS forwards rumble. 31 and a half minutes gone. Time running away from RKS. It's held. Big drive. They were held up the last time.
That's a try.
And the try has been given. We'll try and pick out who came up with that. Now, we missed that. Who came up with that is difficult to find. It seems like if it's Henry Seniloli, the halfback, who has got the try, and that we'll see RKS come back into this game. 7 points to 5. QVS still leading RKS.
Well, the smallest man in this RKS team has shown RKS forwards how to do it. He has controlled his backs very well, delivered from the floor very, very well.
32 minutes gone. Henry Seniloli's try brings RKS on the telly, but this kick is crucial.
Yes, Malai, they've talked a lot about him. This is where it matters.
He puts this over. He levels the scores. Sakyusa Malai, he's hooked it outside,
Yes.
so it remains at 7 points to 5. QVS leading RKS.
Just on 2 minutes to go. The difference is 2. How
Big
did
drive by
Seniloli
the
get the ball?
RKS forwards. They really worked hard.
Yeah. How did Seniloli come up with a ball? I have no idea. I think it's George Scott. William Scott. William Scott.
Yes, the try is scored by someone else. And it's not Henry Seniloli. RKS. The try would have been claimed by William Scott, I think,
Yeah,
of
it's William
RKS.
Scott.
So we'll correct that. William Scott of RKS has got the try, just that we couldn't pick that out. RKS.
Well, you can see the London
Inside the
forwards.
last 60 seconds.
RKS forwards talking amongst themselves.
A try apiece. The conversion is the difference. 7-5. QVS leading RKS. QVS getting at the back of the line. Can they hold possession out for the next 30 seconds? Referee says QVS going forward, gets the scrum.
You know, they've done well on their lineouts throughout this game, RKS, and just that lineout that mattered most. They lost it, and that's all about pressure. A good player and a good team will always perform, even when under pressure.
the Dean's Trophy out from the museum a few years ago, and it's at stake here. Looks well polished.
Yes, I think it's made of oak, so it can last 200 years.
QVS players all right. As you can see, we are into referee James Bollambu's time now. It's all over. QVS leading by 7 points to 5. This will be all over now. This is the last kick. It is QVS is the new Dean's champions 2007, and they are celebrating in style. Centennial celebrations, the icing on the cake for QVS. It was in the first half, in the 31st minute, that Colinio Funaki, the halfback, scored the try, and he converted his own try. QVS is the Dean's champions 2007. They have beaten RKS by 7 points to 5. QVS with the try to Colinio Funaki and the conversion by him led at halftime by 7-0. RKS came back with a try to William Scott in the second half, in the 32nd minute, a little too late, and in the end, QVS, they win the Dean's Trophy. They have beaten RKS by the slimmest of margins. QVS 7, RKS 5. Full time here at the post-Fiji Stadium in the under-19 grade Fiji Secondary Schools final. That's it for us from here at the post-Fiji Stadium. QVS, the Dean's champions. QVS led 7-0 at halftime. In the end, QVS win the Deans. QVS 7, RKS 5.
Sit. They're asking an interview. They're asking you no interview. No interview.
Kare na timerua Tim ini RKS kena tim ini QVS mendong oleh Mailu. Mereka menggarabi esona kena tigini ngata-ngata don menggarabi ni wajib don gitu. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of today's match, which was at the grand finale between QVS and RKS. QVS came through just a slim chance by defeating RKS 7 points to 5. So QVS, the name will be embedded in the honor board in as far as the Queen Victoria School is concerned, marking its name as the holder of the Dean's Trophy 2007. Who's going to get it next year? That's what the big question is. So every school will be vying for that particular trophy next year. On behalf of the President, I wish to extend our commiserations to the RKS team, particularly to the captain, members of his team, the management team, the coach, and the manager, the stakeholders of RKS, teachers, parents, and all students that support the RKS team, commiserations. And to the Queen Victoria School, congratulations, boys. Sinto don me lolo na timi mai ratukan tabuleu enang gito kokawa gito pakasakit elo rai na singani kuwa visi vitu nga ena ruo na poindi ganga na timi ni bulitu ena kai vitu kai lima. So the prize money of $1,000, inclusive of a Sky Pacific installation and 1 year free subscription, will be forwarded to Queen Victoria School, and RKS will have to make do with $700. We have also nominated the best and fairest player, and we will wait until the players have settled themselves. The best player of the under-19 game between QVS and RKS goes to the number 7 for RKS, Josiah Tokan. The captain, that is the captain also, the number 7 for RKS, Josiah Tokana. Rather, let me just correct the name, Josiah Tokarua and not Josiah Tukana. Josiah Tokarua. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to this fine gentleman who has been awarded the best and fairest player by a panel of judges today. And presenting the prize is no other than Momo VTFM. $50, ladies and gentlemen, is going to his pocket this afternoon. Congratulations, Josiah. Naka boy. Vinagavalevu RKS, Vinavalevu, Vinavalevu. Presenting the prize this afternoon for the two schools will be the National Convenience and Leisure Manager of Coca-Cola Amatil, Mr. Lawrence Tikaram. Could we have your honor, sir, to present the prizes? First, the runner-up for the under-19 game between RKS and QVS goes to RKS. Could we have the captain of Ratu Kandavulevu School please come and receive your prize money, which is $700. Ladies and gentlemen, give a hand. The captain, Josea Tokarua. Manaka. And the winner in today's game is none other than Queen Victoria School captain for the QVS team. The captain is Kotombala Wangabara. And the president will be handing out the prize today. This is a miniature sort of the Dean's competition. Please give your congratulations to the captain of the Queen Victoria School. Give a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Vinavalevu kimnina tumbu turanga marama vinavalevu en bukoni turanga buni bola tikungo. Oisake tu da kau ve sulito ko antano pavini vinagade de ke bekemuni.